3 manly habits that will increase your masculinity. Number 1, compete. We've all heard of the quote, "May the best man win." That's because we know deep down inside of us what it takes to really be on top, what it takes to actually win and compete against other men who want to achieve what you want to achieve. Now bro, unfortunately we live in a society today where being competitive is frowned upon, and it pisses me off because there's nothing wrong with being competitive, especially as a young man. For example, I'm competing with other YouTube channels, and when you compete with other people, it installs some sort of masculine energy inside of you, and it makes things fun. When you actively compete in things against fellow men, you really awaken something very deep and primal inside of you, and honestly it's quite a beautiful thing. Why do you think we all enjoy watching boxing? Bro, just a couple of weeks ago the KSI and Tommy Fury fight was on. Millions of people across the world tuned in and paid money to watch two men compete. Why? Because we still have that primal thing inside of us that enjoys competitiveness, either taking part in it or watching it. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with competing in this life. I'm not saying that you need to turn into a Viking and go and completely take over a village, but you should compete with your boys, bro. Compete for that bench press title. See who can bench the most. See who can run the fastest. When we were young boys growing up, that's what we wanted to do because it's so deeply rooted into our DNA. But this modern world is trying to strip you from that. But you don't need to let that happen. You can keep that masculine energy inside of you. Now, number 2, the second thing you do is to speak to women. A lot of young men out there will sit there and say, "Oh, I don't care about women. I'm gonna focus on myself." And whilst, yeah, maybe you should go through a period where you know, stay away from women and you do focus on yourself and you're focused on the grind. But bro, let's not fucking lie to each other. We want women in our lives. If you're around feminine women, you will start to feel more masculine just naturally. Don't underestimate the value that can come from having that feminine, sweet, loving energy in your life. It can improve your life and it can improve your levels of masculinity. And now this doesn't mean that you obsess over women. Obviously that's a bad idea, but just be open to that connection. And this doesn't even have to be with women that you're trying to pursue. It could be any woman. Just speak to them, bro. And now the last thing, the third thing that you can do to increase your masculinity is to fight legally. It's a quote that I love that says, "Can't fight? That's okay. Won't fight? That's unacceptable." Bro, get into some sort of combat sports. MMA, kickboxing, boxing, jiu-jitsu. Now bro, you don't even need to have a proper fight. Even just some light sparring. Your brain doesn't know any different. All your brain knows is that there's a man standing in front of you throwing punches at you. And that's all that matters. And now maybe you don't even want to spar, but even just getting into the gym and hitting the heavy bag, or get someone to hold pads for you. Just learn the techniques. Just learn how to throw hands, learn how to punch properly. You literally cannot help but feel a little bit more masculine because of that. There really isn't any reason why you can't go and punch a bag, bro. You're not gonna hurt yourself. You're not gonna get brain damage. The bag can't punch back. Like, that should be the bare minimum, at least once a week. And obviously if you really want to take things further, start sparring. Maybe even have a couple of fights. Again, that's entirely up to you, but fighting 100% will increase your masculinity. It's as simple as that. Click and watch this video right here to help you on your self-improvement journey. Scroll down and click the subscribe button right now if you're new to this channel and you want to become a better man. Like the video, drop a comment, share it. I appreciate you if you watch to the end.